Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. It's so good to see you. Today we're going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day makeup tutorial. I have some shades and a brand in mind that I want to feature. That's going to be Kristen Leigh Cosmetics. So she basically has this collection of eyeshadows. You get 12 gorgeous green eyeshadows. They're all shimmer shades, by the way, and I thought that this set was absolutely perfect for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it's all things green and I absolutely love doing green eyeshadow, and I thought, you know what, it's really time to feature this collection and just show you what you can do with it. So if you're interested in that, then stick around. I'm planning to show you what the products look like, and then I'm also going to be doing swatches and the tutorial. But of course, before we get into that, I do want to feature a comment that was dropped onto my channel. The featured comment for this video is by Trademark TM. She said, I'm into cream makeup nowadays. I like shine. And she also said congratulations on everything. So yeah, thank you so much. I love hearing from you guys, and I'm really thankful that you took the time to go through my video and just leave me some comments and encouragement. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into those products and swatches. So I love green eyeshadows, and just looking at these shades, I knew that I wanted them in my collection. So you can see how gorgeous they are. You can see the way the light just catches all those shifts, how unique every shade is as well. And it's just so beautiful. So I'm really excited to show you the swatches. In white lighting, you could see that some of the finishes were white bases and blue bases. You could definitely see the greens a lot better as well, and just a lot of beautiful cool tones showing up. And in yellow lighting, you could definitely see the gold bases and yellow bases showing up a lot better. But all in all, this is a stunning collection of green shimmers. There are also differences in the finishes. You can see that some are more sparkly, some are more like satins. All in all, they're just really beautiful as a collection. Okay, so I'm starting with a brown shade just to kind of get some color onto my eyes. The beauty of these shades, the beauty of this look is definitely going to be in the shimmers by the Kristen Leigh collection. But I really do love these mattes that I'm using, so I've dipped into the Carnival palette. That's by Be Perfect Cosmetics. If you have not tried this palette, you need to. Obviously, they released a whole palette that was full of gorgeous greens. It was so stunning, and I never picked it up, and I really regret it. Because I feel like that would have been perfect for, St. Patrick's Day. It was just such a gorgeous palette. Okay, so I'm just going in with a beautiful green shade from, again, the same palette. This is the Carnival 3, if I'm not mistaken, the Tahiti one. And honestly, I'll tell you the reason why I'm obsessed with these palettes. I use them because just look at the blending. The blending is so freaking easy, and I just feel like the way they have gotten these formulas, it's just a game changer for makeup artists. Like, if you are someone who wants to do easy makeup but really beautiful blending without any problem, with the formula and everything, this is a brand that you need to check out. Because I remember when I first saw these palettes flying all over the internet and everybody was using them, like all the pro makeup artists were using it, and that's when my interest grew and I decided to pick them up, and they're incredible, absolutely incredible. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of blending here just to kind of even that out, but you can kind of see, right, like what I'm going for. I've got kind of like blending that brown in with that green, getting it kind of into my crease and taking it outwards. So for now, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm not too bothered about how well it's going to blend, because we are going to be going over this with the NYX mixing medium, and I'm going to take and throw those shimmers on there in a second. But I just kind of wanted to have a bit of green on my eyes. I do want to add light greens because to be honest, I don't want this to be like a grungy green look. I do want this to have like a light feel, so I'm going in for like a lighter shade. So far I've actually used the shades Cocoa, Forest, and Bamboo from this palette, and now I'm just going in with a lighter green. You can see for yourselves what this looks like. It's a very, very pale, pretty light green. I'm just gonna blend that into all those white corners because I don't want like a white base, you know, showing up there. So I'm just gonna do that. And I was thinking, you know, of doing like a very simple look that was going to involve blending and stuff, because I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing you know, a difficult look that nobody's going to be able to replicate. So this is pretty simple. You can see what I'm doing step by step, and I hope that you can actually follow along. You can let me know if you do, because it's really just blending different shades together to achieve something simple. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. Obviously it's just, you know, the beginning. We're so far from being done. But yeah, now we're gonna go in with the shimmers. I'm just going to add on my NYX Multitasking Medium. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add on the first shimmer, and I'm really excited. So hold on for that. Okay, I'm so excited. So this is the first shade. You can see how vibrant that is. I was not expecting that at all, and I can't wait to see how this is going to look. So I'm just going to take that and apply it to that inner corner right there. Did want this to be a very, very vibrant green look. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Oh wow, so would you believe that I bought these shades like a while ago and I never actually used all of them? Like I was very, very stuck on the bluey greens because I generally go for that kind of thing, but I didn't actually use these ones. So I kind of wanted to do a look that would feature, you know, some of these gorgeous shimmers that I've never tried before. And look at how stunning that is. Oh my gosh. The pigmentation is freaking crazy. Like this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really wish that I have more time to actually feature like every single shade from every single palette, but you know, when you're working and studying and doing hundreds of things all at the same time, it gets pretty hard. But oh my goodness, let's try this again on the other side, and I'm so satisfied. I really, really am satisfied with the formula. It's truly incredible. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be like this, and the fact that it is like this, wow, like I'm so impressed. I truly, truly am. I've used the, like I said, the bluey green shades a lot, and I love those shades, but I hadn't really gotten like into the other ones. I'll give you the names of these shades. I just need to like finish up the look because I don't want to be overturning them right at this moment. Let me see, what can I go in with next? Because I do want to try and feature a few shades. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one. I don't think I've used this one. It's a slightly darker green, and it looks like this. And I'm just gonna add that right over here. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I feel a lot of the satisfaction is also coming from the fact that I'm using this brush. This is a, I think, BH Cosmetics brush. It's that gemstone collection thing, because the way it's applying the shades is simply amazing. Like I love those sharp, you know, like edges. It kind of looks like I've cut my crease, but I haven't. And obviously I love that. Okay, so center of the eye, what am I going to put there? I really have no clue. Like maybe I should do a lighter color. Okay, I'm going to go in, I think with, okay, I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's a kind of gold green shade. Never tried this one either. So this is what it looks like. Let's see how it goes. I hope it matches and blends. I think it kind of does. Oh, okay. And we just have to kind of get it to blend with these other shades. What do you think? I kind of feel like this is really, really pretty. I do love the way that this has turned out. So this is obviously featuring 3 shades from the Mean Green collection. I love this collection. Obviously the way the shades are working, it's just wonderful. Formula is a bit different from what I'm normally used to, but it's really not hard to apply these shades to my eye at all. And I really love the fact that it's kind of just worked really well with my NYX mixing medium as well. So yeah, you can kind of get an idea of like what you could do with this. I just love how vibrant it is. It is such a beautiful green. Like that first green that I put on my eye, I feel like that was the most exciting for me because of the pop. Like I really love shades that pop. Hey, okay, so this is what the look turned out to be like. Makeup details, I did use a couple of eyeliner pencils, so I did go in with a green eyeliner pencil from Morphe. I kind of feel sad about Morphe because, you know, the eyeliner pencils, the eyeliner pencils were so affordable. Don't know what happened there. But this one is basically falling for green, and you know, I've had it for a while. I haven't really been sharpening it or anything, and it's just kind of lasting. So I do feel kind of sad that, you know, it's probably not going to be available like in the near future. The other pencil that I used, and that was for the inner corner over there, is this bronze pencil by Prestige. It's called, I don't even remember getting this pencil. I have no idea where I picked it up from, but it was in my pencil box. So I decided to use it, and you can see the color right over there. That is the Morphe green. And that was basically it. And then, you know, right over here in the inner corners, you can see a tiny bit of black. I did that just to kind of make the transition move from the eyeliner to the eyelash a bit smoother. But, you know, the rest of it, foundation and even lipstick, everything was from Yensa Beauty. And I have a video coming up on that, so I'll share that with you another day. But, you know, let's talk about the eyeshadows here, because clearly we have a gorgeous collection of greens in the Mean Green collection by Kristen Leigh. I'm really impressed. So this is basically how I store them. I have this eyeshadow palette book which I picked up from Colored Rain, and sadly it's not available, and I believe they are not going to be restocking it, which really sucks because I absolutely love this. Like, I love it, love it, love it so much. So the Mean Green collection is actually this collection over here. Like these three columns that you can see, those are the Spring Fever shades, and I will do a look with that too, but you know, I wanted to feature these for St. Patrick's Day, and I really love them. So the shades that we used today were this one over here, that one, and that deep green over there. We only used 3 shades and we created such a gorgeous look. Honestly, I love Kristen Leigh's shades. I have worn these on several occasions, and I have not filmed them, but you know, the way that they last, the way that they look on my eyes, it's just so lovely. The formula is not like a super creamy, oily kind of formula which melts off the eyes. It kind of just, it does stay, and I would say that it kind of gets slightly you know, like a bit less pigmented, like, you know, as a few hours, like say 4 or 5 hours have gone by. But the thing is, it doesn't actually like go away from your face, and that's something I like, because the other day I'd actually worn these colors. I usually reach for these because I really like them, this one and that one. So I reached for those two, and I wore them out the whole day, and they lasted. They were there. They were just sitting there, didn't need to retouch. I noticed that, you know, it had become a little bit maybe less pigmented like over time, but it was still there on my eyes, and it looked really good. And especially after like 5-6 hours of wear, you know, and I came back after like 8 hours because it was a whole day event. We came back and it still looked really good, so I was really happy with it. And it's really the same thing with this. You can just look and see how this is, you know, it's not creasing. It doesn't have any of those problems that I generally get with some eyeshadows that are so creamy, and you know, even with a base, it doesn't, you know, sort that problem out for me. So if you're like me, you have oily eyelids, I would say that, you know, Kristen Leigh works pretty well on oily eyelids. I like the formula of the Mean Green collection. So far, all the shades I've tried from that have been fantastic. I think there's only been like a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 shades that I have not actually used. But again, I didn't actually film these looks. These were just, you know, me slapping on makeup and running out the door. But I absolutely loved, you know, my experience with it. I think these are an amazing collection of greens. So if you're someone who loves greens, absolutely loves greens, you want to add something to your collection, would highly suggest that. They're wonderful. And I'm very impressed by them, quite frankly. I'm actually looking forward to more collections from her. I would love to have more of them and just build up my collection, because I feel like this is a more affordable brand. I think like they're There are lots of like indie makeup brands out there. I think some of them have got incredible shades, but honestly when I see the price tag I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'll probably only be able to get like 1 or 2 from here. And yeah, I just like the fact that this is a bundle of 12, so it's very price friendly for me, and I really like that. And that's really one of the selling points for me. Like the reason I actually picked this up was the fact that I was getting 12 colors. Like I love getting a good deal. I'm just somebody who enjoys that, and Kristen Leigh's Mean Green bundle is one of those, you know, bundles for me personally. So what else have I left out? I don't think I've left out anything. I didn't use mascara. I just slapped on, you know, my lashes with lash glue and everything. And yeah, I guess that's basically it. I hope that you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day if you're celebrating. I don't particularly celebrate this day, but I do like the color green, so I thought, you know, let me just put this up. But yeah, if you are someone who does celebrate, I'm wishing you a wonderful celebration with your family, and I hope that, you know, you like this green look, and also that you got some inspiration for what you could do on this day as well. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Let me know your thoughts below if you're gonna be, you know, creating a green look on Friday, and I'll see you very soon for another video. But thank you for joining me, and if you've been staying until here, then yeah, I love you. Like, thank you so much. I will be back with a new video as soon as I can. I just want to, you know, remind you guys again that I'm kind of working. It is a bit tougher now for me to actually get content out. It's just very exhausting, like the whole process, like working, studying, trying to get all this stuff done. It gets a bit overwhelming, so that's kind of why I've slowed down a bit, but I'm still trying my best, so I hope that's okay, and I will be putting up videos as and when I can. So yeah, I'll see you soon, and you know, lots of love. Bye.